Hi, subscribe to my channel Shobha Rana for more.
When you talk about guidance, the divine guidance, that is one thing. But when we are working on our inner child, we are going through a cathartic process of revisiting our traumas, revisiting what has hurt us so deeply that it's still sitting within us. That process can also be a very emotionally turbulent process that can take you on a downward spiral of emotions as well. That can fill you with a lot of guilt and seeing yourself as either a victim, if you were a victim, or maybe you were an attacker. Maybe you did something bad to somebody else and that is
Yeah,
now
you're
sitting with
guilty.
you.
You're guilty.
You're guilty of that, right? So this downward spiral of emotions can put you in a negative zone. So I think some sort of guidance in terms of a coach or somebody who can guide you through the process
It's
is
very
also
important.
important. So I want to
Yes.
take your inputs there because you are a coach and you help people with that. क्योंकि क्या होता है ना, when the lessons are about our own personal growth, we want to take complete charge in our hands, and which is okay. But do people really have the mental bandwidth and the emotional resilience to revisit their trauma and heal for real, not just on a superficial level? Because we have heard it on 10 podcasts and 10 spiritual gurus are saying that forgive, let go, and all of that. So I am letting go. But as soon as something triggers me, I go back to being the same person again. So, how does a guide or a coach help there?
I think it depends from individual to individual. A coach or a therapist should be able to guide you on techniques that work best for you. They will understand your energy, they will understand your past. Also, when you work with a coach or a therapist in particular, they are able to somewhat control your energy. They are able to kind of align themselves with your goals and your desires and keep you at an emotional level where you are obviously going to your past, but you're not so emotional about your past that you're not able to actually work on it. So, because a coach brings in their own energy, you see, when you talk to someone, sometimes when you share something, you feel good. Other times, people will add to your misery. So, when you go to a coach or a therapist in particular, they will ensure that when you're working with them, you're comfortable enough to share your past. You're able to be honest enough to share whatever you have to share. At the same time, when I say they control your energy, it really means that they'll give you things to do, they will make you say things, they will help you kind of open up in a manner, in an environment where you feel safe. Also, you don't feel judged. The moment somebody is looking at you non judgmentally,
Yeah.
then automatically you see your inner child feels safe enough to release. So, for that environment and for the right techniques, every technique is not for everyone when it comes to working on the past. That is why taking guidance from a therapist is very important so that you don't feel so emotionally drawn into your past that you're not able to actually work on it at all.
Yeah, because it can be a very confrontational process also. You're confronting yourself for the mistakes that you made. You're confronting yourself for the wrong that you have done or the wrong that has happened with you.
At any given point in time, if you feel very guilty, if you feel what you've done is so big that you don't deserve to be alive, that's not the right work. Any technique should not make you feel like that. Also, no technique should make you feel others are responsible. You have to work on yourself without feeling it is your fault, but you have to take responsibility. So, for that balance to come, you should go to the right therapist. Otherwise, there are simple techniques like I shared, the mirror work, writing the negative thoughts, converting into positive statements, talking to your inner child that this is what we deserve. These things are safe for anyone to do. Everybody should do them. But if you are trying to open up and go to your past, don't be reckless enough to take anything which may trigger you in the wrong way. Then you go to a therapist. If you feel you have some real traumas you have to work on, then taking guidance will always help you.
Yeah, I think that is where I was coming from when I talked about guidance, because, like I said, it can put you on a downward spiral. Because 3 years ago, I was, coaching somebody, and that person was completely on a downward spiral of kind of ending their life, and that's a very scary position and place to arrive at and to go to somebody for help. And honestly speaking, even I was scared, that the kind of negative zone that the person has gone into, because he has done reflection so much, so deep within, that now it's all twisted in a manner that it's making you feel so guilty that you are not deserving of the life. So I think that is where, when you have these thoughts, and this could be about anything, this could be about not excelling in an exam, this could be about getting fired from a job, this could be about a breakup, this could be about any area of your life. If those are the feelings, I think one thing that I would encourage my viewers to take from you and this episode is that everybody deserves to be happy. Everybody, whether you have done a big crime or a mistake or whatever, there is a, what is the word, repentance, or coming back from that is possible.
For me, I've always believed there is a law greater than the law of karma. It is a law of forgiveness, because forgiveness brings grace. If you have God's grace in your life that comes with true repentance, there's nothing that cannot be corrected. Mukum karoti vachalam. Even the dumb can speak fluently. Pangam langayete girim. Even the lame can cross a high mountain. Yad kripa tamam vande parmananda madhavam. With God's grace, even the impossible can become possible. So no matter what has happened in your life, you deserve, because you're still breathing, you deserve to live, to experience a very different world than what you've experienced. Don't give up on yourself. If you have true repentance, it is enough. Try to see how you can correct what you have done. Try to see how you can do a lot of good work. If somebody comes to me and says, Doctor, I've done horrible things in my life, I tell them, no problem. Today is the first day of the rest of your life. Do so much good now, so much good that you feel this is the best life you've lived. That is exactly what people should be doing. Have repentance in your heart, but don't keep blaming yourself and feel so guilty that you can't live your life. Because
Yeah.
God's grace can really wipe out everything, including your karma.